and welcome back to episode 61 of the Labyrinth of Thieves campaign. We are your hosts and storytellers here from Wanderlustdnd, rested and ready to dive into tonight's episode. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel as we post new episodes every other Wednesday. So, one can never quite predict how an encounter with a dangerous foe might go. And in the case of our trauma team, their story has been rocked. Splitting the party, the Brass Wings, Cachet, Al, and Hatrix managed to clear the top deck with some clever spell work and summoning, with Hatrix even managing to a daring leap onto the main deck to cut down the enemies one by one. 2 levels below, the Gilded Mecha, Artrin, and Gizmo fought for their lives against the Betrayer, Kilvas, and Pyra of Emberfall. Landing the Firefly safely on the main deck, Cachet, Al, and Hatrix moved their way deeper into the Sun Whisper, careful to clear any remaining cultists. And surprisingly, it was Kilvas who climbed from the engine room, swearing by his life to the safety of your friends. However, things were not as he claimed them to be. You see, while Artrin lay bleeding on the deck of the hull, vision blurring between consciousness and the chill of death, Gizmo fell victim to the Banishment spell, launching him headfirst into the Feywild. And as the minute passed, Gizmo did not feel the call to return. So tonight, we journey far beyond the stretches of the material plane, through the spiraling well, built from specks of time and ether, soaring upon starlight wings and thunderous cries, to a little dark grove, bathed in forever twilight. Gizmo, you are no longer on the material plane. The gentle hum of the airship engine, only a fractured memory, displaced with the look on Artrin's face as you were banished away. The grove that you currently find yourself in is a place of arcing beauty, with oak trees growing impossibly tall, their gnarled trunks woven like the fingers of giants. The leaves glow in a riot of color. You see fluorescent blues, searing pinks, and molten golds. It's so vivid it almost hurts your eyes, even with the screens in front of them. Even the air that's being filtered through your suit, you can just make out the notes of wild honey and crushed juniper and heather underfoot. You've been gone quite a while, but there is a sense of calm, once more being in the perpetual twilight of the Summer Court territory. You do not recognize the grove you are in. What would you like to do?
Right. Well, I think going from distraught and woe is me. He very, very quickly rights himself and goes back to his old pattern of just get busy doing something. So he's gonna quickly check over the armor and see if there's any work that needs to be done on it, how much damage is he taking, and gonna start quickly looking around the grove then for any sign of where he might be situated at the moment.
Perfect. Okay. Give me a Tinker's Tools check to see how the damage done to your suit at the moment, and anything needs to be repaired.
What a start! I rolled a 2.
Oh,
But
fab!
with my bonus, I believe that is I think it's an dexterity. Sorry, what do I think sad for this? It'd be 15 total.
15 total. Perfect. How hurt are you from the last fight?
I'm actually not super hurt because I kept putting the shield, guardian shield up. Those would be gone now. I assume the hit points from that, but there's only a small bit of damage in terms of hit points.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, so you see that you actually, your suit itself isn't, how should I say this? The suit has seen better days. Like, you're starting to see the wear and tear on it while you take very good care of it. Just taking a moment to step back and really look at it. It's been through a lot. And,
Yeah, I'll probably
only a few days ago you were in the Underdark. And now
yeah,
you're here.
being out in the Feywild, I'm very comfortable to be out and flying around the suit. So very much
Okay.
like I'm flitting back and about and kind of looking it over and kind of like, well, I guess the materials I had to start with, I didn't think I was gonna have to push them this far. I might need to reinforce certain parts of it. It's kind of like musing to himself about what needs to be done. Again, just kind of keeping himself occupied, trying not to think about the situation. Just fix this now and deal with the next problem as it comes.
Focusing on getting work done instead.
Yeah.
Perfect. As you are kind of working around the suit, flittering around, flying around it, as you said, comfortable out, stretching your wings for what it feels like, first time in a long time. You come around the side of the suit, one of the kind of shoulder joints of it, and something is staring at you that is currently kind of like clung to the back of the suit. You can actually see that it has wedged itself kind of in between. A very different Hoover. You kind of take a moment to kind of take them in. They are much larger than their normal little cat form. They kind of elongate, and they're very shadow-like. Their mouth has changed into this almost like triple-jawed monstrosity, and they have kind of 3 glowing eyes. But they kind of just have this air of being affected by the Feywild and maybe seeing more of their true form.
Okay. Yeah, so I kind of like fly up and kind of like. Then I remember like that they could eat me, so I kind of fly back a little bit. I have no idea how you managed to make it here with me, but I'm glad that I'm not stuck here alone. At least over. Come on, boy.
And then kind of does the little the kneading on the side of the suit. You see that actually like there's like antennas now. Like there's still very much a feline feel to Hoover, but it's also a little bit like looking at how Cachet moves through the shadows and the darkness. You're seeing how that kind of effect in this space. But Hoover basically kind of just follows you around and keeps very close to you and is looking, taking in the sights with you as you're working.
I will I'll go into the suit just for a second just to pull out some of the rations I have and throw them out to him.
Okay, perfect. So you give him a few of the rations. They kind of open their jaw, and again, it's that like 3-fold like just rows of teeth. And it just goes right through them and then falls on the ground behind them and kind of.
Oh, well.
You see the eyes get really, really big.
Do a second roll. Pick it back up. Okay.
You see the eyes get really big and the ears go flat and it goes like bounding off into the thicket, and there's like a little. It comes back out with like a little like weird mouse looking thing, and it's like just eats it.
Oh, he's a good boy. Thank you for not eating me. I think I'm going to be having to work on this for a little while. Do you think you could keep an eye out for me? Just let me know if anything's trying to sneak up on us. Good boy.
You just take it. It's like you can feel Hoover actually there, but you just go. Your hands just disappear into the thick.
Yeah. And who's that shadowy boy?
Purrs.
Okay,
yeah, so
good looking. I'll get back to work.
Yep, can kind of bounds around a little bit and just kind of keeps an eye out, climbs into some trees, stares at you.
I look back 5 minutes later and they're just asleep on a tree bough.
Completely not keeping a lookout.
I knew I should have got a guard dog.
So I'd say you spend probably, I don't know, just probably about 30 minutes or so alone, kind of working away, when you do hear something seeming to approach you. Hoover, at this point, has completely found a spot, like, in the sun. Like, not in the sun, but, like, in the twilight rays. It is just, like, flat out. Sleeping away, not keeping track.
Damn cat. Hearing anything at all moving, I'm gonna immediately get back into the suit.
Okay, so back into the suit.
Whatever state it's in.
Yeah, so it's kind of powers back up, and simultaneously, from the north, south, east, and west, 4 figures approach you. Who would like to go first?
Oh. I cast Magic Missile. No.
Ah! I can pick someone, but I'd rather let someone decide who is to be the first.
I don't mind. I'll go first.
All right.
Approaching you, you see a satyr kind of clad in what looks like a leather chaps from like knee up, a leather vest, and a clean white shirt, sporting a hat and what looks like a lute hanging off the kind of slung across his back.
Oh dear God. Lazy.
Perfect. Okay. From the south.
Okay, I'll go. You see before you, kind of trudging along, making kind of like noises as they walk, an alchemy appear before you. Basically, you just see a fucking cream bun walking towards you.
So
Kind
hungry.
of like big, bulging pink eyes, a little kind of almost a scarf of frosting around their neck, a bit of a whipped curl on top of their head, all covered in strawberries and sprinkles and everything cute you can think of. And on their body, they have a jam layer, and you look at the jam layer and is that strawberry jam? It looks a bit congealed. Could it be something else? Like, you're kind of like, no, it couldn't be blood or anything like that. Oh, she's so cute. That's all you see. You're just distracted by this absolute being of cuteness and sweet little things.
Great. I'm terrified.
Beautiful.
That's
From the east.
You see, well, you suddenly just start seeing a shake of what you thought was a tree that was just standing there. And as it lays its arms down, you see, how did I mistake that for a tree? Still made of everything tree-like, but...
Did I mistake that for a tree?
The huge, massive wooden horns, a leafy beard, and kind of leafy and barky armor all over him. This Goliath, not 10-foot wonder, walks towards you.
Wow. Cream puff and a massive hulking umber tree.
And last but not least, from the north.
So you see a leather-clad human who is like, stubbled to fuck, just like really kind of disheveled and pissed off looking. He's got his short sword. He's just like, he's hacking through the bush. He's just like someone you'd see in a safari that just doesn't want to be there. And he's also actually got a lyre and a little drum at his side as well. And yeah, he is just he's just pissed off. And then he looks over and he sees someone else with a lyre and his eyes light up. So.
Okay, I'm just moving your character art around so I can have all of you up.
Here, I'll leave the tokens up here for you as well.
Oh, cool. Ah. Right. Okay. So all four of these things appear. coming towards me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll kind of. I am like somewhat wary, but I do know that like this isn't generally like violence isn't kind of the first thing that kind of people go to, but you know the material plane has affected them. So he's gonna kind of go up, stand in towards like the center of the mall. He's gonna, uh, like be prepping a spell like just in case anybody makes any movements, just to be ready, but like isn't fully committed. But then we'll kind of like shout out, well, you know how to make an entrance.
It's all right. No need to piss yourself. Not here to hurt you.
I'll just say really quick. All four of you have just appeared. You recognize each other. You've seen each other before, you know, in the summer court. But why are the other three here? That's kind of the question that's rolling around in your head. You were sent on your own, so you kind of see the other three and have questions. So there you go. That's your setup. So talk amongst yourselves.
Why are you here, Hank?
Dude, the same fucking question. And the same to the other two.
I mean, are we all here for the same reason?
I mean, I sure hope so.
Oh, looks like you've still got friends in the summer court anyway. I say to Gizmo.
You were sent by the summer court?
Yes, Princely.
Yeah.
Oh, God. And clearly not in any form or manner that has been conjoined. You're all
No,
set
because that would
separately.
make fucking sense. And when does anything make fucking sense in this place?
Well, that is one of the reasons I left.
Yeah, could you show me how? I'm really looking for a way out.
Wish I could. It would have made things a lot easier getting back.
Fucking brilliant.
So, who all are you?
Treebeard over here pointed out I'm Hank.
Hank.
Hank, that's it.
It's not a very local name.
No, I'm not local.
No, you definitely carry the weight of that, alright.
Annoying too.
Come again?
He's annoying too.
Oh. Well, I've only just met him, so I won't pass too much judgment.
I'm Arbol.
Arbol.
Ball. No teeth.
Arbol. Okay. I thought we were saying that we all like didn't have hair, that we are bald.
Perfect.
Well, no, that's no Arbol. Great, lovely to meet you. He looks over then to the satyr.
I'm Pierre. Just Pierre. Yeah, this is a bit unexpected for me. Didn't realize it's going to be a bit of a party.
I think I'm starting to understand what's going on, but fine. Sorry. And looks to the adorable little cupcake. And you are?
My name is Maritozzi. You can just call me Mary.
Mary? From Maritozzi.
So cute.
It's been a while since I've seen the rest of y'all.
Not long enough.
I literally saw you yesterday.
That's
So,
a long time when you're a little cream pie.
Mary, I'm sorry. The last time we met, I'm pretty sure I tried to eat you. Very sorry.
It's okay, I know that I'm delicious. I have to refrain from eating myself sometimes.
Fuck, you're so weird.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay.
I'm sorry, the DM.
I'll leave you go ahead and say whatever you want to say, the chief. I'll point to Gizmo.
Well, I do have definitely some questions. First of all, how did you know to be here? I didn't know I was going to be here.
I mean,
Look,
we didn't know nothing.
I mean, I'm just following orders. I'm trying to be here. Look, I got told if I did this one job, I'd maybe be in with a chance of getting out of here. I've been kind of stuck in servitude for the last few years. I'm kind of stuck. If I haven't said it already, if you know how to get out of here, please tell me. Would love to know.
Okay, that does lead to my more pertinent question. Which member of the court sent you?
Anestra. If you can't tell by the look of me.
Thought she had a type. Maybe she's grown since I've seen her last.
She literally, likes everything free, so...
Maybe we just have a different term for affection.
Well, your former mentor, Ardrew, sent me.
Interesting. And you, Mari?
To be honest, I can't remember their name. God, who sent me? I can't remember.
That's okay. You were sent by... Dov? Is that how I say it? Dov?
Dov.
Oh, yeah.
You were sent by Dov.
Oh, actually, I remember right now. It's just my little cupcake brain. I was actually sent by Dov.
Wood track. And you, Hank? Were you sent by one of the court, or?
King Oberon himself.
Interesting.
Or at least one of his emissaries.
Yeah, he doesn't really tend to deal with things like that himself. Well,
Right. So I have no idea if I'm actually doing a job for him or if I'm doing something for someone else. Fuck's sake.
Don't worry about it too much. Don't worry, deals and weight carry weight here. But good to know that when the lost scion returns, that the members are still aren't above making their maneuvers. Still though, you are a welcome sight. I thought I'd just be stuck here on my own.
It's a scion.
It's another word for getting a dictionary.
What's a dictionary?
Oh dear. Ugh. I miss Al.
So
I'd
now,
also question this dictionary. It wouldn't be made of paper, would it?
Not the ones I
it
use.
better not be made of paper. It really upset him.
That it would. That it would, Hank.
Oh, is that a wood pun?
No!
I was gonna say, very good.
Are you trying to piss him off or what? You got Cindy to help you, now you're making jokes at his expense. It's not very nice.
Look, the last hour for me has just not been great, and the days preceding that, on par. So I apologize if I'm not the most receptive to essentially a bunch of court pawns coming to make favor, to gain benefit for themselves.
Fair enough, but it's not been easy for me the last 15 years either.
I'm sorry for that, but I don't know what you did to get there.
I appreciate it.
But if I do find a way out, I'm not above at least giving you a hint. But right now, I'd like to get back. I don't really belong here anymore.
Most of this is going to just be me giggling in the recording. But that is exactly what the four of you have been tasked to do, is escort the young Night Song back to the Summer Court. Upon using the Indigo Brick Road, which is only discoverable if you can capture the whisper of a cat's paw. And it is at that moment that Hoover, at all of you, scurries near Gizmo.
Settle. Don't worry. They're here to help us. I know. Good kitten.
Weird looking cat.
Oh. Well, everything's weird looking around here when you think about it. I do also have one request of you all. I don't know if you were given my name or not, but while I'm here, I'd prefer if you were to call me Gizmo.
Fine with me.
Gizmo.
Gizmo it is.
That's no
Yeah,
worries at all, Glimbo.
No.
Excellent.
Brilliant. So, what would you all like to do? How do you find the Indigo Brick Road?
You
We
said,
can do-
sorry, DM, you said that we know that we need a whisper of a cat's paw.
Yes.
Got it.
Welcome to the Feywild.
Let's look. Well, is that that's to find the Indigo Brick Road?
Mm-hmm.
Or did I write down brick wall? The Indigo Brick Road.
Probably, yeah. I mean,
I'm pretty sure I know where we're going. I'm pretty
Walls.
good at navigating. If you want to just follow me, I can find a way back. And I'll start confidently marching the way I came.
fantastic. Okay. Hank, you start confidently walking back the direction that you came. And the rest of you watch as Hank is seemingly to be walking straight into the open maw of a plant.
Hank,
Yeah.
Maybe
Come
this is
in.
a learning experience for him.
You,
you're going to die.
yeah, you've been here 15
Oh,
years, you still
God.
can't realize?
Do I see this plant?
I would say not really if you're walking determinately, but do you hear your fellow emissaries?
Like, I'll stop and I'll turn and I'll look around and I'll be like, "What?
It snaps down like inches from you.
Jesus fuck! Fucking place, man. Swear to God."
Just slowly reopens itself.
Yeah, those snapping mantis will get you.
That's true.
Okay.
I do have a spell myself that will be able to find the path.
Okay.
That sounds pretty useful.
I like to cast Find the Path.
Brilliant. You cast Find the Path. How long does that last?
Up to concentration, up to 1 day.
Oh, cool. Brilliant. As you cast this and you kind of feel the draw towards a direction within this grove, you actually watch as the weird, shadowy, kind of like cat-like feline that is attached to the back of Gizmo kind of morphs around and starts to kind of pitter-patter towards the south. And you watch as the grove itself seems to almost open to their approach. And you see remnants of a indigo brick road leading further in.
That way, Hank.
I would walk up beside Hoover. Go on.
What?
Oh, no, just walk up by super. Go on ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're gonna just kind of wait for you and then continue forward if everyone's coming with.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure about this.
Follow the cat's paw.
Breaching the grove's outermost kind of curve, you follow the indigo brick road, a vibrant living path of flowers and tangled roots. The oaks seem to kind of bend inward, catching part of the top of your suit, Gizmo, but also just to the rest of you. Arbol, you get like
Yes.
tangled a little bit, and the trees kind of move out of your way so you can continue forward. And it's at this point I'd like the 4 guest characters to please roll me a d10, as you will choose our path forward.
D10.
D10.
2.
10 for me.
9 for me.
9. Okay.
Retrieving dice.
Feverishly opening dice.
What do you want to do is D10? That'll do. 10 as well.
Oh, 10 as well. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Lovely. Reaching the kind of edge there again of the grove, there is a flicker on your monitors, Gizmo, as you kind of seemingly breach the edge of whatever place you are currently, and find yourself instead staring out at a beautiful meadow. The whole grove falls away, but the sounds and the breath of the location that you're in doesn't change, except for just what you're seeing. This indigo brick road slopes suddenly, giving way to just a gold-drenched field of dandelions. Their seeds are drifting through the air like tiny stars. You see directly within your path, you see a figure dressed in emerald plate armor, a rich golden color to their hair that tumbles like fallen silk down their back. While he has a sword, he is currently armed. He's currently not armed, sorry. He's not, it's on his back, but it's not, like, you know, in a place of wielding. But the Fae does turn to the 5 of you, and you see a massive cream-colored lion rising up on 4 paws behind them. Their mane a wild tussle of yellow flowers and fluffy white seeds, just like a dandelion.
Ah, fuck's sake.
Halt!
Fucking hang.
Wanderers, the winds have brought you to me for a reason. I am Aurelius, the Dandelion Knight.
Aurelius?
Aurelius.
Or Lias.
Sure.
Or big ass.
more big ass.
More big ass.
Or big ass.
This man is beautiful, in every sense of the word. And his lion's not too bad either.
As lions go.
As lions go. Seems to be like a cat theme, actually, I'm realizing now that we're here.
Feywild's cats. Just cats. All
Fey-
cats.
Yeah, Feywild is just cats, everybody. Yeah, so...
I'll step forward. Nice to meet you, Mr. Dandelion Knight. But I really gotta get going. So unless you have better directions than the ones we already have, we'll just be on our way.
Sorry, I forgot to move you. There you go.
I don't know, Gizmo. I think we should trust him. He looks nice. Just a pretty face.
You really don't understand this place, do you?
No, but I'm still
You-
alive.
Beautiful is bad. Usually. Kind of. Depends. Anyway, Mr. Knight.
I won't try to take offense to that. But I understand you seem to be in a hurry. But your companions? Why are they here?
They're an escort.
Important. I see. Or at
Dangerous to
least-
go alone.
That is true. Especially in a place like this.
Aye.
But those who appear here, upon the path, are not merely passing through. The winds brought you to me for a reason. Perhaps, young princeling, you cling to the failings of yesterday. To the loss that I taste in your voice.
I forgot everyone spoke in riddles here. Okay, I get it. You don't want to let us pass without testing us or without tribute or whatever it is that you need. If we could just cut to the chase and tell us what you want.
I'll turn to Gizmo. Gizmo. That never works. I've tried that so many times.
I know. But, and hate for trying.
Yeah, fair enough.
So headstrong, fighting your way forward. All you need to do is pass through this archway behind me, and you'll be on your way to the summer court.
Do I believe him?
Insight check. And also, if anybody wants to do a history check, they can, for this particular night.
I am definitely doing an insight because I can't history.
Okay.
I'll do
I
history.
will do a history. I got a 14.
14, okay.
19 for history.
19 for history.
I didn't
26.
get my
I'm going to cast. Can I cast guidance on myself?
26?
Yeah.
Jesus, alright. For insight, and yes, you can cast guidance on yourself.
I got 25 for insight.
Insight, okay.
We
Wow.
wise tree and
Wise.
cupcake.
The best duo.
The best
Yes.
duo.
Now that's the Marvel show I'll watch.
Okay, Hank.
23.
23, okay. Pierre?
I rolled a. Oh, am I rolling an insight as well?
No, it's you wrote history,
Great for
correct?
history.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
14.
Yeah, 14, yeah. You have no idea who this person is.
Yep.
But the lion's really pretty and like really big and kind of is eyeing you up, and there's just like a little bit of like a little lick of their tongue as the lion's looking at you.
I'll lick back.
Oh.
Go on, Pierre.
I'm half fur and ready.
Also goatish, but anyway. Okay. So for the histories, you would know that the summer court is guarded by sevenfold knights, warriors whose presence moves beyond weapons. While they carry weapons, they might not even need them. They are basically embody the morals of the summer court, safeguarding its teachings and its lessons. Those of you who rolled high enough would know that this particular night is known as the Promise of Renewal. For my insight checkers, this Fae is ridiculously honest. Almost as if they are compelled to be.
They're honest.
They truly believe that the winds have carried you to them and that they need to test your worth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't trust them. Not even slightly.
I trust him with my life.
I think he's a really swell guy.
See, I think everything you trust, you shouldn't trust. Just like everything that's beautiful is dangerous.
That's a really good lesson, Hank. But actually, in this case, you're wrong.
No.
He can't
Oh.
lie. I remember who he is now. He's bound by the rules of the court, and essentially, he's the one that you can trust what he says, even if he doesn't always speak straight forward.
The fun is watching you what's the word? Decipher.
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 The meaning of my riddles. And truly
Ugh.
experience what loss is. For it just makes space for something new. Isn't that right, Princeling?
Sure. If that's what you want to hear, then sure.
I don't merely want to hear it, I want to see it. Go through the archway.
Alright.
That's all you need to do.
Okay. I'll go through the archway, but because I want to.
Okay.
And he just kind of like stomps off towards the archway.
Okay.
Maybe one of us should go ahead, just in case.
It's on your head. If you're volunteering.
Look at the rest of them.
I push you forward.
Okay, I'll walk through.
Okay, so the second that Pierre moves forward, or sorry, the second that Pierre takes a step and then Arbol just shoves him forward, the archway and the world tilt. Gravity loses all meaning. All of you, all 5 of you, are pulled into a torrent of weightlessness, almost like a tornado. You are launched into the sky, a maze of dandelions, seeds spiraling, currents, and shifting gusts of wind. Each of you are pulled into different directions. You are nowhere near the archway anymore, and you are now floating, caught in invisible currents. What would you all like to do?
This sure is a terrible time to have hay fever.
How high up are we?
I'd say all of you are about 80 feet up.
Are we falling? Are we floating?
Nope, you're floating.
You're floating.
You are floating.
Any trees near me?
Nope. You are in just an absolute tornado. I'll go through each of you really quick once I just change the music. Sorry, just give me 1 second. I realize now we only have Manira music. Maybe we'll just go with gentle Manira music. Sure, we'll do this one. So all of you are currently like floating and about 80 feet up into the air. It's hard to kind of get a sense of what to do right now, but I will just say, what is all of your initial reactions? Like, do you try to right yourself? Do you just kind of go limp? Like, what's kind of your initial reactions?
Has anything like this happened to us before, to me before?
I'd say you've been caught in something like this before, yeah.
Yeah. I'll just, I'll go limp because I think that's the best way to not hurt yourself in these scenarios.
Okay.
And just kind of see where it goes.
Okay. So you go limp, and you just, yeah, that's okay. So you go limp?
And I'll begin ritually casting Detect Magic as well.
Okay.
Good.
I immediately start to try and calculate. I'm looking around, I'm trying to see, is there like an area of effect? Is there like a point where it seems to be weakening? And try and clock where everyone is.
Calculate. Perfect.
I try to right myself so that I'm at least vertical, and then cast Earthbind on myself.
Okay. So, walk me through Earthbind. What's the distance on it?
300 feet.
300 feet?
Yeah, but I'm doing it to myself, so I start to descend.
Okay, interesting. Okay, yeah. So does the Earth rise up to you? Is that kind of where are you?
No, so
You just start to get
basically,
pulled down.
yeah, I'm starting to get pulled down. So what I imagine happens is literally like his feet just go as like more roots and roots grow from it, making it denser and denser, and he just starts
Okay.
falling down.
That's what all of you start to see, just very gently. Arbol is starting to drift downward slightly. Just in these few seconds. So, Pierre?
I am probably just going to try and right myself so that if I do end up falling, I land okay. But I want to just make sure I've got my eyes on Gizmo the whole time.
Okay. Perfect. So you're trying to right yourself. Mary?
She's going to instinctively kind of tuck her arms and legs kind of into her body, almost kind of cross her arms over her chest. And she's going to steady herself as much as possible, almost kind of go into a bit of a trance. And just stay as calm and as still as possible.
Okay. Brilliant. So, a few things start to happen. Hank, being that you have kind of gone limp in this moment, you just kind of drift aimlessly in place. You're not moving nor changing directions. You kind of just float almost, unbothered, never to really move much. That's kind of your where you are at the moment. When you cast detect magic, you're nearly blinded, as the tornado is all magic. Yeah, it's just
What kind of magic?
Evocation. I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Do I have any idea what kind of spell level, this is?
I wouldn't say it's a spell.
Would I know, would dispel magic have any effect on it?
I don't know if you would know that. Sorry to be
Okay.
that person.
Have I been able to figure anything out in this moment?
You in the calculation, in trying to kind of like figure out what's going on, can I have an Arcana check? Or, yeah, Arcana check, do that.
That is a 15, but I'm going to use Flash of Genius to bring it up to a 20.
To a 20, okay. You kind of clock where everyone is, and you kind of see what's going on. In terms of, you see that Hank is floating. You see that Pierre is trying to right himself and is actually getting thrashed around a bit more, as if you see him kind of clawing, like trying to, get himself vertical, and he's getting thrown further away almost. He's actually now like 90 feet from the archway. You see the tree, Arbol, start to descend as if, after casting Earthbind. And this is where your eyes kind of just dart down to the night, and you watch. And it severs, Arbol. The winds take you further up, and you are thrashed around just like Pierre, as if you were fighting for any kind of control through the winds.
Did he dispel me? Asshole!
But
Welcome to the Feywild, bitch!
One last thing.
Yes.
Mary is also being thrashed about the place. But there is something different about Mary's way of being. You watch as this sweet, cute little cupcake seems to go into almost a trance, arms crossed, and is following the way of the winds. So while it looks like she's being thrashed about, she is the only one moving closer and closer to the archway, as if giving over to wherever the winds take you.
Shout or seeing that and like quickly taking that in, I'll shout that out to everyone. You just need to give in to the winds. Just let them flow. Don't fight against it.
That's what I was trying to do.
Well, relax more.
My plan would have worked too, if it wasn't for that stupid night.
The winds are not your enemy, tree.
Take that back.
No.
And yeah, I'll myself then I'll just kind of like almost like the scene from Dune where he turns off the ornithopter and just like rides out the thing, just disables the suit and lets it go. Like there's no pneumatics, no power. It's as limp as possible.
Okay, so going limp and surrendering to the drifting winds. What is your mindset, Gizmo, going into this?
Oh God, like doing nothing is screaming against every instinct he has. Like he always has to be doing something, acting on it, calculating, making a choice. That's how he does it. But he has to go what he can see in front of him, and he sees Mary is giving into the wind. She's the only one that's actually making progress, and he's like, in that split, like 1/10 of a second, like comes the realization of maybe doing nothing is the right answer.
What a lesson to learn. You give over to the winds, slowly but surely, and you feel yourself completely thrown about the place, and caught in every turmoil and moment of this winding down this tornado. And each point of when your suit reaches an edge, a flash comes before you. You see the human who held you in their hands. You relive the moment of the pain of him ripping off one of your wings. Another gust of wind brings you to a different direction, diagonal this time. Down you flow. You see Farian Hall's motionless body in a pool of his own blood in the House of Clocks. The floorboards bent inward from Venom's fists. Third impact. Artrin. A blast of radiant light that thunders in your ears from Kilvoss's blade. Your friend falling to the ground before you were thrown away. Each of these moments pass by, and then they're gone. Just moved through you. You lived, you survived through them. The hydraulics on your suit touch the solid surface, and you stand before the archway.
I look back to see how everyone else is faring.
Mary is like happy out. She has been at the archway for like 5 minutes watching the rest of you. I'd say it wasn't. Yeah, Pierre and Arbol are the last two. Hank, you're still floating. Do you give in?
That's what I thought I was doing.
You were casting a spell.
I'm going limp.
Can you go limp? Okay, yeah, you give in to the winds, and you are funneled down very aggressively and just slam into the ground.
Ow, 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 ow. Ow. Fuck this place.
Right at the feet of the knight.
Yeah. Fuck you too, mate.
I grab him by the by his shirt and drag him up. Pat him up.
Don't want to be brushed off by a tree.
You seem surprised at everything.
But I'm not surprised about being surprised anymore.
You fooled me.
You were all back on the ground. Pierre, your hoofs touch the soft dandelion field, and you kind of feel a bit of air behind you as the knight and lion stand behind you all, a smile on his face. Well done. You are all worthy for now.
Sure, Testin.
It's important to remember our failures, young princeling, and grow from them.
You're not wrong. And I'll turn to the rest of the group and I'll say, I should apologize. You didn't deserve me lashing out the way I did. I don't strive to be that kind of person generally. It's just been it's been rough. I've just known a lot of loss recently. A lot of inadequacy. And to come back to a place and have people call you princeling just was a bit triggering.
Call you
But I'm sorry.
Gizmo from now on.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no offense taken from me anyway.
I mean, it's very nice of you to say, really.
And
Princeling does sound a bit diminutive. I don't get it. But
I wanted to ask as well too. I should have asked. What's the story with this in servitude? Is this to King Oberon?
well, so at least I've been able to ascertain so far. I'm kind of stuck here, and I think I might have pissed someone off when I first got here, and I haven't been able to leave or make my way out since, no matter how much I do jobs for various people.
Okay. Yeah, you've definitely been cursed.
Ah, fuck.
But look, I'll see what I can do. Provided you haven't pissed off anyone too important, I'll see what I can do to help you out.
Appreciate it.
Right. Well, the sun's not going anywhere in the sky. Should we press on?
Yep.
Follow you.
I will give like one last like head nod of acknowledgement to the dandelion knight and step through the archway.
He will return it. And leave you all go. No more torrents of winds. You all take a moment to pass through the archway. And almost instantly, the ground feels very different here. Where once you were in a luscious field with dandelions and flowers, now you stand at the edge of a shallow silver river that winds through a twilight glade. The water shimmers with faint, shifting echoes of voices lost to time. Every ripple a name forgotten, lovers slain, kings erased, children never spoken of. The whispers come from the river itself. Anyone want to do a history or intelligence check? They can. Pierre and Gizmo, you have advantage due to your studies.
Ooh. Was that history or intelligence?
Intelligence, yeah.
Nice.
18.
18?
23.
23, okay.
History check, sorry, you said.
History or intelligence, either one.
Cool. Yeah,
19
18.
for intelligence.
19 for intelligence.
I will cast. Can I cast guidance on Gizmo?
If you want to, yeah.
I'll cast guidance on Gizmo.
Roll it.
I'll take it. 4. Oh,
Well, there we
27.
go. Okay, so 27. Okay.
Six.
There are many wild and expansive places within the Summer Court. Some act as obstacles to overcome, others are, test the creature's resolve and wit. There are only 2 rivers that run through the Summer Court, and only one has a single ferryman that guards passage across. You currently believe you stand at the River of Forgotten Names.
I will, on realization of that, kind of say that out loud, so that everybody is clued into this place.
The 4 of you would know this is not a place you want to spend too much time.
But it's so pretty.
Why?
I would set this as my wallpaper, just saying it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh.
Let's get going.
Yeah, let's not stay here too long.
Press on.
Who is leading?
It's pretty though.
That's how they get you.
Anybody particularly good at making their way through a landscape? Anyone want to take
Yes.
charge?
And I will
Yeah. Oh,
start confidently marching forward.
Marching forward.
I will
Love it.
close eye out for man-eating plants.
Yeah.
Specifically, man-eating plants.
I will also follow really, really closely behind and also try and and do a bit of path guiding as I'm going. If there is any.
Brilliant. So you kind of just as they're going.
I'm really keeping an eye out. I'm gonna cast Hunter Sense on myself.
Okay. What do you
Yeah.
sense with Hunter Sense? It's
Well, Hunter Sense just means I can't roll below a 10 on a perception check.
Okay.
So-
Okay. Well, I'm going to say that you can roll your perception check with advantage.
Oh shit! Nice. Even
You're
better.
gonna hate me when I finish the sentence, but go on.
So just
Can I roll a survival to try to make sure here?
Go on, you can.
That's a quick question as well too for Jade's character. Does your character float along, or are you just like a tiny cupcake hopping along?
I'm basically a tiny cupcake hopping along.
Oh my god.
I don't
Oh,
fly.
that's so much better. I thought you. Oh, that's so much more adorable. Oh.
Yeah. She has wings, but they're made out of sugar paper, so she actually doesn't fly. It's all just cosmetics.
If you'd like, you're welcome to sit on my shoulder.
I mean, thank you, Mr. Glimbo. I'd love that.
It's Gizmo, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will put Mary up on my shoulder so that she doesn't have to
Mary, you go up onto the top.
Velma
of-
from Scooby Doo. So
of- Actually, oh my god, I keep Why do I keep forgetting that you're a freaking construct?
Yes.
Yeah, so, that is one thing that we completely forgot, that your DM completely forgot to mention when the four of you appeared, is the fact that Gizmo is a giant machine. Which is very different than what you were kind of like sent to go and look for, but you weren't actually told who to go look for. You just were given the name Night Song, and that's it. And to go into this particular grove. That was literally all you were given. So,
Well,
I apologize.
I'd like to think that I saw him as a fairy because I was standing there as a tree for a while. So
that's right.
so that's why I'm not questioning it,
That's
and
fair.
I just think the construct is a tree he's living in because there's so much wood on it. I haven't questioned it further than that.
Okay, that's fair.
Hank does not care.
Could give a shit.
Makes more sense than
no
anything
fucks
else
given.
I've seen today.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, why not? Fuck it, robot,
Why
sure.
not?
Yeah.
Sure, cool. Yeah, this is great.
Let's go with it.
What did you get for your perception check, Hank?
So I rolled a 2 and an 8.
Brilliant.
So that's 10, thanks to Hunter's thingy. Plus 6 is 16.
16. Brilliant. So as you're like confidently, you're looking at the rest of the party behind you. You're like, yeah, I got this, guys. Let me go. And you turn around. You slam into the chest of a very tall and large individual. This figure is tall and gaunt, standing at the edge of the water. The head is dark, feathered heron almost, with roots like spines that protrude from their back. You can actually see that there are still fish wriggling, stabbed into these spines down the creature's back, as if it has just crawled out of the water itself. The body...
Sorry, would you watch where you're fucking going? Oh my god, what the fuck are you?
You see kind of like two creepy little hands, like bird feet on their hands, like kind of, and they're hunched towards you. It's hard to kind of describe. The body itself looks almost a mix between a withered man and bird's legs on backwards. This thing is weird.
How tall is it?
Probably about 8 feet, but slightly hunched. Its head is kind of
Okay. So I'm looking down on her.
You are looking down at it. But it kind of looks down at you, Hank, and you just see black pits.
Yep. Smells exactly how I'd imagine.
Yeah, fishy.
Maybe you should step back from it a bit.
Yeah, can I see if I recognize this thing?
Go ahead and roll a history.
Could I do the same?
Nature?
Is my detect magic still up?
It's definitely not nature.
It's Fey nature.
Go on, fine. Nature you can try.
Yes, that is a 28.
Okay. What did you say? Detect magic is still up?
Is it? Has it been
10
10
minutes?
minutes?
I'd say it would have taken you about 10 minutes to get down from the tornado.
Great.
Sorry about that. It's kind of like a journey down the tornado. But so 28. This is quite possibly the ferryman that you've heard of. The individual guarding the passage through the River of Forgotten Names.
I will pass that along. Are you the ferryman?
To cross the waters lost in time. A toll, I ask. A name, not mine. Gift me a name never bored, or lose a name that's always been yours.
Can you repeat that slowly and without the scary?
I have something
That's
even
scary.
better because I understand that we are all ADHD neurodivergent. There it is on the screen.
Hey, that's good. Thank you.
And that's the thing as well. That's what it looks like.
Actually
That's
got it.
He's kind of
Scary.
cute. I like him.
Right?
To
Yeah.
cross the waters lost in time, a toll I ask, a name not mine. Give to me a name never bored, or lose a name that has always been yours.
It's very genuinely what my sleep paralysis demon looks like.
Ooh, all right.
Oh,
You tell me he's been visiting our bedroom.
Oh yeah, a lot.
Dang.
I just like the little T-Rexy arms.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
that's
it.
who I sleep at night.
This
So
is
it's
my
Jane.
sleep paralysis demon. Yeah.
A name not mine.
across the waters lost in time. I told I ask a name, not mine.
Give to me,
Give
a,
to me a
name
name
never,
never
bored.
bored. Never bored.
Fun, excitement, joy.
Or like never bore something, like you never, it was never
Yeah, like
used.
never used.
Yeah.
Or never given.
Bored.
Name
I'll
that
just
you'd
make
never
up some
forget.
nonsense name.
Gizmo was never given the name Gizmo, except by himself.
But it was bore. He did bear the name.
But I think yeah, no, you're right.
Would it be my actual name?
What?
Do you want to give that up?
Have you ever used your actual name?
I try not to.
Might never
it
be
is
able
mine.
to use it again after this.
Would they even know you in court?
I don't know. But that's not important. I need to get back. I'll give up anything to do that. And it's not like I wear the name all that much anyway. And
What about the
I
name of
think-
that fellow you said you wished was here? Al.
oh, I don't think I'd want to give him his name.
Okay.
What's a name anyway? Okay.
Well, hold on.
Mhm.
How about instead we just give him up some made up thing that has never been obviously never used as a name before, some mumbo jumbo word. Might accept it.
If you would like to give that a shot, you're welcome to be my guest, Hank.
Wait, because isn't even something you make up? Aren't you then bearing that?
No, 'cause no one's ever
Names
had
mean a lot here.
I don't think the ferryman's gonna fall for that, to be honest. That's okay. I'm okay with this decision. I will turn around and I will walk up towards the ferryman. You need a name? How does Kite Quinn Night Song sound?
Understood. And with that, Gizmo, handing over your true name, a bargain accepted, and all memory and trace of that name disappear with it. No matter what you do, you cannot remember your name before Gizmo. The ferryman kind of reaches one of their hands to the side, and roots begin to move and intertwine, and a bridge is created. And you see the indigo brick road cutting through the rest of the woods over the river.
I kind of stand there like just for a moment because I think there's like a sudden brain fog that kind of comes over these sudden sort of weird patches that like I imagine quickly right themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the brain just goes, oh, and makes sense of it. Shakes himself out of it. Thank you. It just moves around
It's that
him
really
slowly.
creepy thing where the head follows you.
Yeah.
The body doesn't move, but the head just keeps following.
Oh, the gods.
All of you are free to pass.
I've missed this place.
You can move ahead if you wish.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Now moving to the next area, that is Jane's choice. You all rolled, remember, in the beginning, so you're choosing the path.
Oh,
There's 10 different ways, and they each link up. So this is Jane's one for 2. I apologize as well if people are sending me messages. I am unfortunately not seeing them right away, and I'm sorry. Okay, no, sorry, that was an old one. Okay, we're okay. All right, so crossing over the bridge and the river, all of you kind of banding together a little bit closer. Gizmo just, there's like a weird moment that kind of passes over a few times where it's like you're trying to remember back, but Gizmo's the only name that retains in your mind, and all of you as well. You heard Gizmo speak something, but none of you remember it either. It's gone from your memory banks. So you cross over the bridge, you wind your way along the river for a little while longer, and another turn, a skip, a jump over, you find yourself in a beautiful orchard. Vibrant like the other places that you've been. There's a slight fog that hangs a little bit towards the back, but really what draws all of your attention is just the beautiful trees, luscious with fruit. You see that, hang on, my notes just crashed. Cool.
No.
I'll just go off the cuff then. Anyway, you are moving through this orchard, it seems, and there's a mixture of apple trees and pears, plums, grapes. You see loads of different fruit that might not really shouldn't be growing on the certain tree that it's on. It's a little bit disconcerting at first, but there is fruit aplenty everywhere, and the orchard stretches further than you can even see. You're very aware that this place, the orchard, is usually right at the edge of the Summer Queen's court. It is surrounded by this orchard and the mists that kind of mislead people as they're moving through. So yeah, you are now in the Orchard of Bitter Truths. What would you all like to do?
Oh, what? The Orchard of Bitter Truth? Jesus.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do a vibe check of the trees, you know?
Hey, bud, how you feeling?
Yeah, come on, let's have a chat.
Give me a vibe check.
That is 22 for his nature.
22 nature. Yeah.
And also guidance that.
And your guidance that. Perfect.
Which would give me an extra 2.
So what was that, 24 total?
What did I say? 21?
I thought you said 22.
Or was it 23? I can't remember. Did I say
Doesn't matter.
21 or
It's
22?
in the 20s, you're fine.
Hi.
The vibe check in this place is it's nice. Like, there's a little bit of that worry with the mist, because you do know, and you've all heard, that the mists can sometimes mislead and kind of mess around with your heads a little bit. But in particular, Arbol, when you're kind of getting the vibe of the tree, you feel something else scurrying up the side of you and kind of plonking down on your shoulder, holding onto one of your horns. You lost.
I look up.
All of you kind of turn to see a small child of the woods sitting on top of Arbol. Her skin is ashen bark, rough and coarse. Her hair is wild, with tufts of leaves and twigs, with 2 very large golden round eyes. Gizmo. You recognize her to be a godling, just like Fran.
What? I didn't think I'd see another one of... Okay. You're asking if we're lost. Do you know where we're going?
Well, most people who come to the Orchard of Bitter Truths, they're looking to get to the Summer Queen or some other thing, whatever they're trying to find. But, I mean, you can easily get lost in the mists, especially if you don't have a guide.
Sounds like you're offering.
I'm not supposed to help the wanderers.
Says who?
The Queen.
Doesn't sound like fun, though.
No, it's not. Although it is fun to watch them get lost and then scare them.
Oh, I bet that's a lot of fun, but imagine teaming up with them and actually being able to fight with them.
I like it. I think we have a good chance of finding our way out of that.
Really? You think you can find your way? I think we should go to the cottage. That's near the paths.
Paths?
Yeah.
This thing.
At this point, can I cast message to Gizmo using a sorcery point to subtle spell?
Mm-hmm.
Can someone count for me? What is it, 25 words?
Messages,
That's
I
okay,
think
yeah.
anything.
It's just like a brief
Oh,
message,
it's-
like 6 seconds.
okay.
It's like a sentence.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just say really quickly to you, I don't know what your situation with Audru is, but they told me for you to take the path of... Oh god, sorry. The path of Petals to get to the Summer Queen.
I think I need to whisper out loud to respond. So
You do
I'll
indeed, yes.
yeah. So I'll not really like acknowledge the message initially, but I'll turn back to the godling and say, the path. The path of petals be on one of the options there?
Look who knows their stuff. Yes, there's a path of petals and a path of thorns.
Why would anyone ever want to take the path of thorns? Sounds
Petals sounds
sore.
a lot nicer.
Well, I think that that's a little judgmental. How do you know if thorns aren't really what you want? To take away the secrets?
Gizmo, is this
Secrets.
another one of those times when we're supposed to go with the thing that's obviously not good?
Could be that, alright.
Strong maybe, but I have reason to believe in this situation that maybe the path of petals is the way to go.
We'll see what you think after we go to the house.
I seem rather insistent about visiting this cottage. Is it on the way, or...?
Mm-hmm. You see, like, little fingers, like, crossed.
She's just doing that, like, fully visibly.
Yep. And she grabs onto Arbol. Forward, tree!
Okay, and he just walks wherever she kind of points him.
And she's like, yay! Yes, you're going forward.
I think it's probably at least worth following your lead some of the way. Those Mr. No Joke. And I've come across godlings before, and suffice to say, they're pretty powerful.
She kind of turns a bit on Arbol and goes, you have a Trent with you. He can speak to trees.
I can.
You're in an orchard. If you don't want to trust me, trust him.
I mean, I thought you would have spoken up about it.
I thought it would be obvious, and if you needed me to, I would have.
I have been gone for a while. You know, I've forgotten how things work here. You talk to trees daily. This is not a common occurrence for me.
Alrighty.
Okay.
I'm going to look for a particularly talkative tree.
Ooh,
Look for a maple.
Yeah, oh my god, Chris, I was literally about, you see a nice maple. Why, Chris? Mary, you were going to say something, sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say if I could say something to Gizmo, but I can do that after.
No, go ahead.
Because I'm still on your shoulder. So I'm
Yeah.
just gonna turn to whatever ear mechanism thing you have on your suit, or some hearing mechanism.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna kind of like slightly whisper and just be like, Mr. Glimbo, I know you're kind of going through a bit of a healing and self-discovery process, and I know it's been mentioned that there's a path of petals and the path of thorns, but just remember, when you're self-healing, sometimes you've got to be kind to yourself and take the gentler path as well. You've lost a lot on this journey, and you have to look after yourself, you know? So just remember that when you make a decision.
That's very considerate of you. Thank you.
No, you said that sometimes the pretty can be the bad, but also you've got to look at life as being something of beauty. Take it for something beautiful that takes away people's lives sometimes, you know? I see something beautiful and I take it from myself.
Right. Okay. Yes. Where I'm coming back from, that is generally considered stealing and is kind of frowned upon. But I see where you're coming from. It has been, to be fair, some time since I've really kind of stopped to appreciate anything, really. I've just always thrown myself into my work.
Yeah, you gotta kind of open your mind and look at the prettiness of the life. Don't just look at things as dull and gloom. Sometimes you gotta see the sunshines and daisies, you know? And she'll give a little strawberry cream kiss on your side of your head and just sit back down.
Gizmo is equal parts, like, comforted and terrified.
Good.
Yeah,
As he should be.
that's a fine balance there. It's like, thank you. Glad you're on my side. I think.
So, speaking of
Could I?
talkative trees.
So-
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. I was just going to ask if I could subtle cast detect thoughts on Mary.
Okay. So, subtle cast. Subtle as in you have sorcery points to subtle cast?
I do.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so I believe if you do that, they actually don't have to do a wisdom save until you push further, correct? So you're just looking for
push
surface
further.
level?
You get
I'd like
surface
surface
thoughts
level.
initially.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mary, what are your surface level thoughts?
Kill, 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 kill.
So, when you look into Mary's mind, you see a little strawberry cream bun twirling in a field of sunshines and daisies, and she has just her little knife in her hand, and in the other hand, she has a head from a body that she has decapitated. And that is her little surface thought dream as she daydreams on Mr. Glimbo's shoulder.
I will say, for the purposes of this as well, because you were casting it, that you would have heard the mention of the Path of Petals, like the end of their conversation. I say for this kind of thing because that's what you were looking for, and then the terrifying image of the cream bum.
It makes so much sense that she was sent by Dov.
Could I use a telepathic utterance and tell Gizmo?
I love this. Yes.
I would like to tell Gizmo. I don't trust this fucking cream bun thing. I really, whatever they're saying about the Path of Petals, I don't. Fucked up in the head, man. They're fucked in the head.
So, is this something I can respond to telepathically, or is it just
No.
like a
No,
message?
you can't.
Oh,
It's just his words going into your head.
so like there's a moment where he's in there and he's kind of like, I know, but she's on my shoulder. I think he's like, he tries to like nonchalantly as he's walking along just put one of his thumbs up like, I heard you. She's right there.
I'll just tap
yeah.
you on the back, just be like, nice place this.
Very glad that everyone's, working together here to achieve a common goal. Oh god. Muted Miguel.
I'm just spinning around with this godling going.
Faster! Okay, you're talking to a tree?
Yes.
Okay.
After a bit dizzy, but
Perfect. So, you're gonna go, I'm assuming, speak to plants?
Aye.
Aye. Alright. What are you saying?
So actually, before I do, I will turn to Gizmo and just be like, what exactly would you like clarified? I just want to make sure you have the information you want.
I suppose just make sure that we are going in the right direction towards the paths. And maybe ask about this cottage that you mentioned.
Alright.
General info, really.
Mr. Maple.
It's Miss.
Sorry, miss. How could I miss your luscious leaves?
You're pretty handsome yourself with that beard.
Thank you, thank you.
Well,
I don't suppose you wouldn't mind helping me out.
go on.
This cottage up ahead. Can you tell me a bit about it?
It is where the godlings live.
Ah, a home.
Yes.
And are we on the right path if we're going that way to get to the path of Thorns and Petals?
All paths lead to there. You have to go through the house.
Well, that settles it then. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'll be seeing you later.
Okay.
And walks off.
Why? Flirting his trees. Okay. Pollinate you later. Anyway. Okay.
Ew.
Text.
Cool. So yes, you can move forward if you wish. The godling kind of swings her legs. I'm Maylee, by the way, if anybody wanted to know, since anybody's asking me.
Melee.
Maylee.
Lovely to meet you.
You too, big strong.
Don't recall you asking our name to either, Amelie, though.
That's because I already know. Onward! Keep moving. All right, are you moving forward towards the house?
Yes.
Lovely. You travel for, you actually don't really know. It feels simultaneously almost like a day's journey and only a few minutes. It is strange happenings in time in this space at the moment. You feel slightly tired and exhausted by the time you get to the house, but then perk up a bit as you see this beautiful little cottage. Warm, glowing lights from outside. You have the warmth smell of fresh bakery coming from the windows and the doors, and little pitter-patters of feet from creatures you cannot see. Or maybe they're just whispers of what they were before. Who knows? But the Maylee kind of climbs down from Arbol and kind of pushes her way by Pierre and then looks up at you, Mary. Oh, you're cute.
Well, thank you. You're pretty cute yourself.
What do you taste like?
It's supposed to be strawberry jam, but you can use your imagination.
Could I try it?
I mean, why not?
Climbs up Gizmo. Are you letting her?
Yeah, why not?
Just a little bit.
Okay. She's gonna lick the side of you. Do you, does that come off, or are you,
Ah, sure, fuck it, why not?
fuck it, why not? Alright, cool. She gives you a lick and puts you back on. There's, a part of your little woof has, been caved in a little bit, and at that point, you actually just get a glimpse of Hoover staring at you, and, licks his lips as well.
You gotta
Hoover.
get in line.
Meow.
We don't eat our allies.
Goblin climbs down. Well, we should go into the house. We have the trial of true intentions. Come on.
Oh, it has a name and all. Oh, well,
No intentions.
let's go.
Heading inside. It is not big enough for all of you. You all kind of managed to squeeze it. Sorry, Arbol, I don't think you're gonna fit. She kind of looks at you. Maybe you should wait outside. Not paying attention to me.
Hey.
Everyone else. Y'all go in, and the house is completely barren. There is nothing in it except a single table with a bowl of fruit. There are 7 fruits in front of you. I watch for fevered scribbling. Okay. A glowing...
7 fruits.
7 fruits. A glowing red apple. A shimmering pear. A crimson plum. An indigo fig. A silver cherry.
Silver.
Silver. A black thorn berry. And a gilded pomegranate. So, it's really, really simple. You just have to choose one. But you can, like, you know, I can't give you the answer, but if you kind of go with your gut. Or what is that guy always talking about? The winds? He has golden hair. He's talking about the winds. Go with the flow, you know?
That guy. Orleus.
Orleus.
I do like apples. Just me personally.
So you can kind of just so you know, you can kind of do a few checks to kind of get the vibe. That's what this is.
I was going to ask, is there I'm going to look around the place first of all, just see if there is any more than just this bowl of fruit that's here.
That is it. There's not even a lot of color in this house. It is just this bowl of fruit.
Interesting. Do I get an arcane magical sense for them?
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Oh. The roll reflects the vagary of my question. That is 15.
15. Actually, that's not too bad. There is definitely a feeling of arcane influence. And what you get is almost an emotional response, which is still slightly, you know, not the forte that you go for. You tend to be, you know, very pragmatic. And as you kind of get the sense staring at these fruits, there's something that kind of resonates with you. The apple, you feel prideful, ambitious. The pear, curiosity. The plum, regret. The fig, fear. The cherry is hunger, ambition. The black thorn berry is despair. And the pomegranate is loyalty, where one belongs. You can talk to your companions, or you can just do it yourself.
You know, I'll kind of I'll be kind of like saying it like out loud to myself almost as I'm kind of going through it, just kind of thinking out loud more so than telling or directing, but definitely giving everyone the information anyway. Strange to imagine that you could have emotions tied to a piece of fruit, but it's honestly the best guess I can give to it. What do you all think?
I think you're trying to get back to where you belong, the people you're loyal to. I think the gilded pomegranate.
Makes sense to me.
I think just with like the sense of what's going on here and the sort of like the actual ties to the emotions, I think for Gizmo, that pear is looking like the most enticing. Like there's just something about it that like to him is
That will be my
calling out to
second
him.
choice.
Gizmo.
But I think
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
oh, I know I was gonna say, but I think also like there's he also does have like a strange draw towards like the plum. And like I think there's almost that sense there of like the best way you could describe it is like when there's something you know you're not supposed to like go for, you're not supposed to take, but you still really want it. It's that kind of feeling.
Kind of ruminating on those three, those particular fruits. It's almost like the emotions become stronger. And for a moment, that pear, crisp and vibrant, it could help you uncover hidden truths. But the plum is regret and undoing what has been done. And then there's that serenity within the gilded pomegranate to return to where you belong. And it hits you, the trial of true intentions.
I'm not here for me. I'm not here to gain anything or wallow about what has been done. I'm here to get back. The only reason I'm here. I'll reach out for the pomegranate.
Pomegranate. Get my drums out and start.
Pomegranate. Okay. Gizmo, do you eat the pomegranate?
Yeah, I think in like even in this moment, Gizmo would step out of the suit.
Okay.
As much as like he now like only has, and I guess always has had the one name. In this moment, he wants to like kind of face this without anything shielding him.
Okay. Suit opens. You fly out, and it's like an Alice in Wonderland moment where you fly closer to the pomegranate and it shrinks to fit your hand perfectly.
Well, there's no place like home.
Eat the pomegranate.
Those red shoes you're wearing.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
The godling kind of smiles at you. That's so. You only have one more thing to choose, Gizmo. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to get back.
I'm glad that you understand why you're really here and what's important to you.
I can't do anything about what's already happened, but I can make a difference about what's happening right now. Let's get going.
Let's go. She kind of marches out. Rest of you can follow. Paths before you, Gizmo. There are two. One leading to a beautiful kind of array of almost like a rose garden. That's kind of what is, and it's this lovely bit of twilight light coming through it. The other path is covered in brambles and glowing mushrooms, and there's a sense of longing and comfort. I'd say Pierre.
Yep.
Yep, Pierre and Mary, you go stand by the path of petals.
Yep.
The other two.
I'm gonna do another telepathic utterance. Look, don't do it. Fucking crazy.
And
Go ahead.
and you, Arbol? Are you standing?
You're muted. You're muted.
He takes a long look at both paths as if weighing up pros and cons. Just seems too easy and walks towards the path of Thorns.
Well, maybe I can help, even though I'm not supposed to. And Queen will get mad at me, but Gizmo, both paths will lead you to your ultimate goal. Your intention, returning. One, she points to the petals, will show you back to the family who raised you. The other, points to the thorns, will show you the secrets they've kept from you. The choice is yours.
Well, that's a fucking easy choice.
It very much is. You go down the path of the petals.
What is this fucking bullshit? This place is fucking nuts. Look, Gizmo, wherever you're going, I'm going with you because I'm trying to get the fuck out of here. So, I don't like the look of this. Too sickly sweet.
Well, I did make it very clear that while I shouldn't have lashed out the way I did earlier, I've never been a fan of the way the court moves. Now, some of you have been very clear about your reasoning, desires, which way we should go. But I do think that we should all, in this moment, state our intentions clearly.
Okay. Well, I already said this privately, but with full honesty, I've been sent here by Audru, so that you may come back and see the Summer Queen. They told me in order for that to happen, you need to follow the path of petals. Now, whether that's what you want is another thing. But, I mean, I'm not gonna do anything hasty if you go the other way. I mean, wouldn't dare lay a finger on you.
I appreciate your candor.
I mean, I'm kind of the same as Pierre. Like, I was sent by Dave. D-A-M-H, not Dave. D-A-V-E. And basically, it's the same thing. They just want to make sure you get to the Summer Queen. And the path needs to be the path of petals. But it's the same as Pierre. If you choose your own path, I'm not going to hurt you.
I was told by Benestra to help you achieve your goal. Makes no difference whether you make it to the summer court or not, as long as your goal is met.
Look, as I said, I got sent here by some faceless agent saying they were here on behalf of the king, telling me I'd get a way out if I did this job. I've been trying to find a way out. I figured you might be my best chance, especially considering you're trying to get back to where I'm trying to get back to, so it makes sense. I say in your head, however, okay, you are clearly an intelligent character.
Oh.
I have been sent here by the Pale Prince. I've been putting on a sort of, as it were, because you know how these things are. If you really want to see what it is the Summer Court has been keeping from you all these years, then follow the path of Thorns.
Ugh. Oh.
I love when we break Chris.
Yep, Chris is melting.
He gone now.
Seb, you suck. That's made it so much more enticing just to Chris as a person. Oh. I did say that I wanted to get back, but this might be my only chance.
Remember, she did say both will lead you to your ultimate goal.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I
Drum roll.
I look down both paths. Sorry that I could not travel both. But I would like to take the road less traveled. I will take the path of Thorns.
Well chosen, Gizmo.
You're
Yeah.
making a mistake.
No, I don't trust that. Not at all.
I need to know. If I have one flaw, I need to know.
Why do you keep living in the past? Why can't you just take this as a healing and move on? If you keep living in the past, you're gonna keep letting it hurt yourself. Isn't that right, Pierre?
You both
I
say
am
you have
only.
another agenda that you were originally letting on.
I'm only here to do the job I was asked to do. Mary. All this self healing, I don't really give a damn. Gizmo, do what you want to do. Be your own man.
We love a supportive satyr.
Mary
I
makes
wanna
a very
support
fucking
that.
good point, though. This is all a self-healing journey, or is it? No, I'm gonna stick with my decision. I appreciate where you're coming from, Mary, but like I said, this isn't necessarily about me. I'm not on a self-healing journey. I'm going to get home. This is going to bring me home either way. At least along the way, I get some answers.
That's okay. You get the answers, but you might stay a tortured soul forever.
And if that's the burden to carry, then so be it. Someone's got to pick up the slack.
I wish you the best of luck.
I'll turn and I'll start walking down the path.
Okay. Path is chosen. You leave
What am I doing?
your newfound companions, because there's only room for one person at a time. Leaving the four behind, you hear the strain of the kind of low-hanging willow, almost, at this point. They've moved from being orchard, fruit-bearing trees to a willow that kind of drags along your suit, and the path becomes quite narrow and jagged at points, but you continue on. The four of you watch as Gizmo goes, vanishing down the path of thorns, past the brambles and the glowing mushrooms. And you hear the strain of a child's laughter elongate into a low sneer. Well done, emissaries. The godling transforms to an elegant archfey, glistening porcelain skin, black hair, and a tiara of thorns. To I said your real names. Mary, Pierre, and Hank. To your horror, you currently stare at Tasha, the Witch Queen.
Well,
With the Trent at her side.
well, well.
Well, indeed.
Sorry, wait. Arbol?
You've all played your part very well and sent a very young Fey to the arms of his true family. You should be proud of yourselves, really.
My intentions, so I'm pretty happy with myself.
Yes, you should be. You've exposed some dark secrets of the summer court, which is exactly what I was hoping for. But unfortunately, you three will not be going back.
What about me?
The mists enclose around all of you. And I need you all to roll initiative.
Okay.
Ooh.
Damn.
Like that. Okay, so I need some initiatives.
17.
20. 26.
Oh,
15.
20.
hang on. There's a few people not on here because they weren't here in the beginning.
Did you say 120?
No, dirty 20. 120.
120!
Whoa!
That's very impressive.
It hurts.
Yeah, I'm actually playing the Flash.
Okay, I do apologize about that. I just had to get everybody on here. Okay, Arbol.
17.
17. Okay. Mary.
26.
20. Pierre.
Yup.
Oh, sorry, 15.
15. Okay. Hank.
20.
Love Hank. I love Hank. Okay. All right. So, this is going to be interesting. I've never had a player on my side.
Woo!
Okay, so again, you all watched as Gizmo disappeared down the path. He kind of went this direction here. If you can see the map, can everybody see the map? Actually,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he's back this way. You now see, if you hover over her token, the gorgeous Fey Tasha, or Natasha, depending on what you want to call her, standing quite small and delicate next to Arbol, and she kind of like looks at all of you, and then you see three of the kind of willowy orchard trees move forward as well, kind of surrounding the three of you. So top of the round is Mary.
Okay. Sorry, I spun my character and I don't know how. Right, she's going to go up to Arbol and just take a slash at him.
Okay.
So that is +9, 28 to hit,
That'll hit.
and then where's my D8 gone?
What are you hitting him with?
Oh, sorry, I'm hitting him with my rapier.
Oh, okay, you have a rapier. Okay.
Aren't
you
you-
little cupcake.
Aren't you an assassin rogue as well? So don't you get some bonus because you're hitting him before he takes his turn?
Yeah, I think so.
Holy shit.
Only if I do sneak attack.
Yeah, you gotta have a sneak attack, I think, on it.
Yeah, I get
Ah.
advantage on my attacks if they haven't taken a turn. But
Oh, well then if you
Maybe
have
if-
advantage, then you can
If
use
you
it.
can
advantage,
get
you
sneak
get
attack,
sneak
yeah.
attack.
Yeah.
oh fuck, okay.
If you have advantage if they're engaged in combat or if you're hidden.
Oh, so I get sneak attack?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, because if you
Oh,
have advantage on someone who hasn't gone yet, I think that's why the assassins are so heavy hitters in the beginning.
Cool. Oh my god, so I get a 66 and an extra 12 damage.
Yeah.
Hi. Okay. So that's okay. So it's 9 plus 12. That's 21, and oh god, 25.
Jesus.
42 points of damage.
Okay.
As a little cupcake takes out her rapier and just starts slashing a massive tree. That's me.
That's you.
That's me. Yep.
Okay. So you're right up against the tree there, surrounded. Lovely. It comes to Tasha. Who's a bit scary, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I think she's just gonna do her witching bolt. Jesus. Yeah. Hank does. Does a 30 hit you?
Yes, 30. Yes.
Cool.
Can I use my reaction to cast Magic Mirror
On.
on Tasha?
What level spell is that?
It's 5th.
Oh.
It's basically counter spell, but it just redirects the attack to whoever I choose.
Cool.
Oh, heck.
So you're just trying to redirect it.
I'm gonna redirect it not at Arbor, but the one here.
This one here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. So you're redirecting the hit.
Yeah, I don't want it to hit Hank. I wanted to
You
hit.
don't want it to hit Hank. Lovely. Okay.
Yeah.
I need my d6s. Sorry.
Go on, Pierre.
Oh my god, double ones, Tasha. 25 points of lightning damage to this creature here, so I will take note of that. To tree 1. 21. Perfect. Second attack is gonna go towards you, Pierre. That is a 24 to hit.
Yep.
Can I use one of my bardic inspirations to cutting words reduce some of the damage?
Okay. Go ahead and roll your. Is it a D8 now or
It is a D10.
a D10? Okay.
What?
Hey, leave Pierre alone. He's good people. Okay. Oh, nice. 9.
9
Nine.
reduced. So 24
reduced.
minus 9.
Not sorry. No, it's the damage, not the roll.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
not the roll. Okay, so okay, I need to get. She hits really hard, so I'm going to get
Ooh, wait.
a roll.
Also an attack roll. Yeah, so I could take it away from the roll. So 24 minus 9. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Okay, so you'd prefer to do it against.
If I could make it not hit, that would be better than just reducing the damage. Yes.
Okay, so 24 minus 9 is
15.
15. Is that what's your AC?
My AC is 11. I'm a sorcerer.
Oh well.
So
Yeah.
it's still gonna hit.
That's fine.
Damage would have been better.
25 points of lightning damage,
Okay.
and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
10.
10.
No, sorry. 11.
11. You are now considered charmed.
Okay.
Just so you know, while you're charmed, you can't harm the charmer. So you can't attack the charmer or target the charmer with damaging abilities or magical effects.
Hey. Sorry. Never mind. No, sorry, that would have been another reaction.
Trying to turn down the music, but it seems to be at its lowest. I'll turn it down here. There we go. Perfect. So you are charmed at the moment, Pierre?
Yep.
Okay. So just so that you're aware, until the end of her next turn. So that is Tasha's go. She is going to... Bonus action... Because she's that kind of bitch, she is gonna bonus action up to here and lounge back against the tree and kind of just watch all of you. That's gonna kind of be her end of her go. So that comes to Hank.
Okay. Well, I'm going to cast Tree Stride on myself.
Tree stride.
Tree Stride.
Okay.
Yes. Which I believe should allow me to 5, 10, up, and then through this tree teleport to this tree.
So you're jumping to this tree.
Yeah. This one here.
This one down here.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Does it give you a range on that or?
500 feet.
Oh,
I think.
fabulous! Definitely. So you can easily get down to there.
Yeah. So do that.
I'm assuming you have to kind of come out of the tree slightly.
I do have to. So enter a tree and move within it to another tree. Yeah. It It's got to be within 5 feet of the destination tree. Yeah.
Okay. So you're on
Yes.
almost like a little raised part of the location. So you're probably
Perfect.
about 15 feet up, just so you know.
Grand job. Lovely.
So I'll just pop you up for here, 15. Yep. Anything else?
Let me say. Sorry, one sec. Let me check. Could I have actually been at this tree instead?
So you wanted to go into this tree and then go to this tree?
Change to this tree instead. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. No, that's fine. We'll pop you up here. Oh.
Just
Okay, so you'd be like there?
yeah, perfect.
Yeah? Okay. 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 Lovely. Perfect. Let's see here real quick. So is there anything else you'd like to do, Hank?
Sorry, new character. So, I'd like to take out a flute and
Okay.
whistle a little ditty to my friend Pierre. And just gonna sing, hey Pierre, look over there. There's a bad tree, you better get in it. I give you a D10.
Okay.
There you go. Go.
Fantastic. Okay. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. The end of your turn, Tasha is going to use Dark Speech and utter a forbidden language. I need Mary and Hank to make wisdom saving throws for me, please.
Okay. Wisdom saving throws.
Wisdom saving throw. Oh, I need my d10s.
16.
16, okay.
That's a natural 20 for 22.
A natural 20 for a 22. So, Hank, even with a natural 20, you just succeed
Thank
the
fuck.
DC.
22 is the DC! What?
So, Mary, you are going to take 14 points of psychic damage, and you are considered frightened of Tasha for the next minute.
Two things.
Yep.
Am I able to uncanny dodge that?
Uncanny dodge, I think, is physical damage.
Oh, okay.
If I
I wasn't
correctly.
sure because it just says attack. So, but yeah, that's fine if it's just physical.
I think it is any damage from an attack, technically, but it's up to
Even
the DM
psychic
to...
damage?
Yeah.
I don't know how you would dodge psychic damage. Hang on, let me just check. It was what is it called? Sorry, it's uncanny dodge.
Wait.
Uncanny dodge, yeah. No, there's also evasion, but that's for just dex saves. That's physical damage?
Sorry, I might have gotten them confused. Just give me 1 second. Let me just read it real fast.
Fine.
When the attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to have the attack's damage against you. Okay, I mean, yeah, like, technically as it's written, yes, I think you could. I still don't know how you could dodge psychic damage, but we'll go for it. Yeah, sure.
No, it's up to you, Amber. If you don't want it, that's
'Cause, like,
perfectly fine.
No, because the rules do say that you can dodge it. So yeah, I'd say you can take. So it's just 7 then. You couldn't
7.
need everything you can get. The DCs are 22.
Also, I have advantage against being frightened because I'm cute.
go on. You can roll again.
Do I have to try and get a 22?
Yep.
Wisdom save. No, that's 16 again.
Okay. All right. So you are considered frightened for the next minute, and can't move closer to Tasha. And I think is it frightened as well? Let's just see here. Disadvantage on attack rolls while the source of your fear is in line of sight.
Okay.
And you can't willingly move closer to it. So Tasha kind of leans back and goes, Arbol, dear, it's all you. And that will be her legendary action. Arbol. You are muted. I cannot hear you.
You see as Arbol like shakes his leaves and some fall off, and you see that he's been hiding like a kind of corrupted bed of leaves underneath this fresh bed that he had on top. He takes one of these corrupted leaves and literally just wipes it along in front of how do you say it again?
Mary.
And then I need her to make a Constitution saving throw as I cast Contagion.
Okay. Con save.
You have disadvantage on ability checks, by the way, and attack rolls while the source of your fear is there. So you'll have disadvantage on this.
Aha. Well, that's shit, because I just rolled an nat 20 there, so I will roll again. I am... 2 seconds. Sorry, I'm just reading up something.
No worries. New character, who this? And they're level 12 as well. They're hard, like, level 12 is a tough one if you haven't been playing them for a long time.
Can I expend a luck point to just give myself a flat roll?
That would use reaction, isn't it?
I think luck is a free action.
Luck is a free
Oh.
action. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we talked about this with Al and Murad. So it is a free action, and I think it can be used for ability checks.
Yeah. It just says for when you roll a d20 for a d20 test.
But I think you have to use the new roll no matter what it is.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That is 15.
That's a fail.
Whoop.
You are poisoned, and you take 71 necrotic damage.
Necrotic. Wait, there's something about I resist necrotic damage.
So half of 71.
Yeah. So half of 71, but I am weak to poison damage, so I don't know.
So no, you have the poisoned condition. You take the necrotic damage half, but you have the poison condition now.
So 71 half is like 36, right?
Hang on. Calculator. Math. Round down, 35, yeah.
35, okay. And I am poisoned, okay.
You were poisoned. So you're frightened and poisoned.
I'm frightened and poisoned, damn. What you got against cupcakes?
Well, it's ones that do 40-something damage to me.
Not anymore.
Yeah, so you have disadvantage on all abilities checks and attack rolls because of the poison as well as the fear.
Jesus.
Anyone here to help me? No?
So Mary
charmed.
goes first. Oh yeah, he's charmed.
Oh yeah, and balls.
Bonus action, I'm going to use thick bark. So that makes for the next minute, I have not immunity. What's the resistance to bludgeoning, slashing, and the 4.
Okay, so you beef yourself up a bit. Bonus action. Anything else you do?
No, that's everything.
Okay. It comes to Pierre, which you are charmed.
Yep.
So... yeah.
So if I'm charmed, do I have to attack non-ally? Or sorry,
I don't
I have a
think
so-
question.
charmed you'll turn against your friends.
No, I
I think
think-
you're just friendly to
Yeah.
whoever
I
you're
think
charmed.
you're friendly to Tasha,
But not Arbor.
but not Arbor actually. Now that I think about it, so yeah, no.
Okay. All right.
Tree.
I see no other choice. Arbor, make a dexterity saving throw, please.
A deck save.
Is this a
Oh,
spell
you're
you're
muted.
casting?
This is a spell.
Okay.
What's your roll?
5.
5? Okay, I cast Disintegrate.
Okay, well,
Yes!
Tasha negates that because it is
No!
lower
Don't fuck
than
off, Tasha.
a level,
Can I
level
negate
8
that?
spell.
Wait.
Can I counterspell her
This
to roll for it?
is not a spell she is casting. She's using an
Stupid fucking
ability.
ability.
Oh, this is bullshit, is what you mean. Yeah,
This
that's
is bullshit, is what this is.
Hey, she can interrupt a spell if a creature is casting a spell using a spell slot of 8th level or lower.
Good thing he
It's a
casted it on 12th level spells.
no.
Go on, Pierre.
In that
Good man
case,
yourself.
Its spell fails and has no effect. If the cast is 9th level, then they have to succeed an intelligence save.
could I use Subtle Spell?
Okay. Oh, I want you guys to be having fun, but technically, you didn't tell me
No, that's fine.
beforehand.
That's not. There's nothing else I can do.
And
So
I
I'm
don't
done.
mean to be a dickhead about it. But if you
We
had
need
said,
Al to rewind time.
if you had said I cast this subtly, definitely. But you didn't.
It's cause I forgot.
I'm
That's
sorry. I'm sorry, and I feel bad. But she only gets a limited amount of those a day. Okay, just so you know. So that's a
She
reaction.
will be dead before she uses them all.
She uses. Hey, she's protecting her tree.
Yeah, there's
Don't look
nothing
so
else I
smug,
can do.
Miguel.
So I'm done.
Oh, okay. So nothing else.
I can't do anything else. So no.
I wonder though, cause she did that. Does that affect the charm? I don't think.
Charm stops when they do damage anyway. I don't know what else stops a charm.
They make an attack against.
I mean, the charm is up. Start of her turn, end of my turn.
End of her turn.
Yeah, it's
End of
fine.
her turn.
There's no difference.
All right. Sorry about that, Pierre. Okay. you aiming for her now, there, Mary? I see.
No, I'm just measuring.
I'm just measuring. All right. Well, it's the withering tree's turn. So this one here
Forgot about them.
is going to lumber their way. Oh, just about.
Fucking mind. Ah.
Yeah, 10 feet. Yeah, they have 10 feet of reach. He is going to do a slam attack at you. It's a natural 1. This lumbering creature just kind of like towards you, Hank, and misses completely. Is there any other? No, that's literally has 1 hit. Cool. This one here is going to get to you, Mary.
Mm-hmm.
Is going to slam their whatever hand appendage into the ground and cast. It's not even a cast. Do grasping roots. So roots spring from the ground within 10 foot. Creatures within this have to make a dexterity saving throw or be grappled.
Dex save. And I have disadvantage on that,
You
right?
have disadvantage on it, yes.
Okay.
Is that including Arbol?
I believe so, Arbol. Sorry. Because, yeah, you're
That's
within
okay.
feet. He does... it's a dumb tree. It doesn't understand.
17.
17.
Mm-hmm.
That saves.
What was the save again?
15.
No, but what was I rolling?
Oh, sorry. Dexterity.
I got an 18 somehow.
Okay. Dexterity save, grapple. Oh, cool. Okay, so then nothing else happens actually, because both of you save. None of you take damage. None of you are grappled. But the area is considered difficult terrain, so I will just do a little thing like that, just so that you know where the difficult terrain is. Perfect. This one here is going to stay put, I think. It's technically at the moment. Ah, no, fuck it. It's a stupid tree. It's going to do Withering Spores attack. So, Pierre, I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
14.
14 does not save. So I need my d8s. 15 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
How are we looking, sorcerer?
Not good.
Okay. Make a what is it? DC or not? Sorry. Wisdom saving throw for me, please. So you took damage.
16.
Okay, does not succeed. We're still charmed. Okay. That is the trees go. Top of the round, Mary.
Okay. Mary is going to reach into herself, I suppose, and pull out a bag of what looks like sprinkles.
Mm-hmm.
And she's basically going to... Where is it? Sorry, I had it here. Oh yeah, she's going to throw the sprinkles up in the air, and use her dust of sneezing and coughing. Sneezing and choking even. Sorry, more dramatic.
Ooh.
So it is a 30-foot radius. So if I could get a 30-foot radius, not oh god, 30 foot is big. That's...
Yeah, 30 foot is that
Nice.
at the moment.
Pierre, have a good save. So it is a DC 15 con save.
Okay.
And if you fail, you'll be sneezing so much that you won't be able to breathe.
26. Natural 20.
Oof.
25.
Oh. What am I doing? Legendary yeah. Legendary resistance. So she succeeds.
Okay.
So everyone succeeds. The tree here doesn't breathe.
Fair enough.
So
In that case, I'm going to bonus action disengage.
okay.
Sorry, I can't actually get to my car. Oh no, I can. I only have 20 foot of movement, so
Oh my god, you're so
why not?
cute.
I can't move myself because of...
Oh. 'cause
Oh
the
no,
tree here.
I'm
There
being
you go.
silly. No, you're fine. I was on the wrong setting. I'm just gonna skedaddle over here. And that's my bonus action, my action, my movement.
Okay. Fantastic. It comes to Tasha. So much to choose from. The hell is this? Oh, no, we're not gonna use that. Hang on. I'm so sorry. It's just because it's my first time looking really at this character sheet. Oh, willing. Okay, then no, we won't use that one. Cool. So kind of want to try some of these big things. Yeah, we'll use Abyssal Rift. So, still where she is going to create a rift, 20-foot radius. There's so many circles here. Is the dusting and sneezing, does that just, or choking, does that stay?
Good question. I'll just double check now.
Linger in the air.
Does it linger? Yeah, does it linger in the air?
I think it lingers because it says that every round you can make a saving throw.
Oh, perfect.
Nice.
Okay. Lovely. So I'm going to keep it there then. We're going to just put...
So does that mean people have to
60.
do a save when they start their turn in it?
No, I think it's only like if they're affected.
Okay.
But like it's still there, I think.
Okay, so I need a Constitution saving throw from the two trees and Pierre.
Con save, you said?
Mm-hmm. Oh god, both trees very much fail.
21.
21. Does not succeed. I'm so sorry. 39 points of necrotic damage.
Okay, I'm down.
Okay. And there is... I need a D100. Okay, that succeeds, so nothing else pops out of this abyssal rift at the moment, but currently there is a giant rift into the abyss. Just tearing through part of the Feywild. You can actually see like clawed hands like starting to kind of like reach out, trying to pull their way through as she continues to hold this rift open. And these guys, both trees are going to take 39 points of damage as well, so that's good to know. Actually, it was this one? No, it was this one. He's actually gone. The other one is good. Okay, that is Tasha. It comes to Hank.
Okay. Well. Okay. Just by reach. Wait. Just check something. I'll take it. I'm gonna run. 5, 10, 15. Yeah, 30 feet. Where are we? To here, I
Okay.
think. Yeah, to here.
Are
Yeah.
you still moving through the trees, or are you running?
Oh shit. I'm sprinting.
Okay,
I'm gonna run to here.
perfect.
Yeah.
I don't think a 12 hits you.
No.
Cool. Nope.
No, sorry, a 12 does hit me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I've got 12 AC, so.
Did none of you choose armor?
I have leather armor, I just have low dex.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, then you're gonna take 11, 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Think it's hopefully worth it. I'm going to cast Blight on Arbol. So
What am I rolling?
you're not rolling. You're just taking 64 damage. Necrotic.
No, Blight's a roll, I'm pretty sure.
If you're a plant creature,
Not if you're a plant creature.
Damn it.
you get max damage.
How much you say?
64. Necrotic.
Cool.
And with that, I am going to be 500 feet away from here.
I'm
I'm
just
fucking
leaving.
legging it. Yeah, fuck this.
Just gone.
We're not making it out of this. I take it like, look. Yeah. Sorry, guys.
As you go, just for flavor, you hear in your head, "That's right. Run. I'll find you."
Oh, it's kill or be killed in here. I know how to, at least extend my life another short while.
Okay, so you're booking it.
Yep.
You're leaving the chat.
Yep. Yep.
All right.
Sorry, guys. I rolled for whether I would stay, and I rolled a 2.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Hey, running is always an option. You were going up against an archfey, so running is always an option.
I feel bad though.
Are you going?
I feel bad. I don't think. No, like Hank, not Hank, would not feel bad, but I feel bad. Fine, I'll just be like 70 to 100 feet away, like, within distance that I can do something else.
Okay, so you're moving 100 feet away.
Yeah. Out of range of spells, hopefully.
Okay.
Just.
I'll, for the moment, put you down here, okay? That's like the furthest
Good.
location of the map. All right? Okay. Arbol, it is your turn.
Would this be close to where my traditional spot would be, where I'd normally be? Within a mile of it.
Okay, so not technically, because Tasha doesn't usually hang out right outside the Summer Queen's house. However, you are, if you're okay with me dumping this little bit of lore,
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
became you from part of her throne. So you are within the feet of her, if that makes sense.
That doesn't help me for this
Okay,
particular ability. I need to have spent 7 hours in a particular mile radius of a tree to be able to. Yes, so if I had been here, at some point for 7 hours enough to do it, yes, but if not.
Okay, I thought you meant like this is where.
Yeah.
Was this where you were like created? And I was like, no.
No.
But I'd
It's
say you would have spent time here. Yeah. This is it's Orchard of Bitter Truth, so you probably were doing a bit of work for Tasha here before.
Okay. So in that sense, if that is the case, and if you're allowed this, I would be able to, because of that, this area would be part of my Kennial network that I'd be able to talk to.
Okay.
So I'd be able to basically have blind sense from every tree.
Oh wow.
So I'd be able to tell where he booped to.
Within how many feet?
A mile.
A mile. Okay. All right.
What?
So
you have blind sense up to a mile, is what you're saying?
that's a bit broken.
That's why I'm saying I have to spend 7 hours I'd have to have spent 7 hours in this place to do it. So that's why I'm trying to confirm. I have to have this set up, like. So if I wasn't here before, it doesn't matter. Yeah. If I didn't spend 7 hours here, I can't use it. So that's why we need to be very clear on that.
I think I apologize. I don't know if I'm understanding the ability itself. So you need to have spent 7 hours in a location.
Yes, and basically I would have expanded my consciousness to that environment, which basically means I can use share a tree site within a mile radius of that spot that I'm in.
Does it need to be continuous? Because you did leave this place, and you were with the rest of the group for a while.
I just need to set it up in one place, and then it's always set up in that one place. It just takes 7 hours to set up in that one place, so I wouldn't have moved it if I set it up.
So does that theoretically mean that if you were to spend 2 consecutive weeks walking through a forest, you would have blind sight permanently through?
No, I can only have only 1 mile.
Okay.
It's like I've set up a home, and that within that mile almost. I'm just going to say no if you're thinking about it too much. We're moving on.
Okay. That's a crazy ability.
You read it.
Didn't actually, but go on.
Can homebrew, man.
That's a crazy homebrew.
In that case, do I have any idea which direction he went?
I wouldn't say so. He is out of sight.
Okay. Well, sorry, little. You're going to get blighted instead.
Oh.
Everybody's just slinging blights around.
Yeah. So I'm gonna walk up to her and throw blight. So that is a con.
Can't save. I still have disadvantage?
Yes.
Yes.
They're poisoned.
And
Okay.
Okay, with disadvantage, that's actually a dirty 20.
Then you only take half damage, so that would be 32 halved.
So 16. Is that necrotic damage?
Yes.
Am I able to half that again with my resistance?
Yes.
So 16.
Why is a cupcake resistant to necrotic damage? I love this.
Yeah,
8.
it's a very interesting concept.
Is it a racial thing or is it your assassin ability?
It's a racial thing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like this thing is constructed of flesh.
Yeah.
Ah, Tasha
Kind of
liked
like, you
it.
know, created, yeah.
Okay.
I'm still standing.
Yeah, Jesus. Are you anything else, Arbol?
Yeah, I am going to use my bonus action to take root.
Okay.
So I can't move, but I have blind sense 30 feet. I can't cast spells. My AC goes up, and the 30 feet around me, just loads of plants grow up, and for everyone I choose, it's difficult terrain.
Perfect. Okay. Lovely.
That's a wild shape.
And that's a wild shape movement. Perfect. At the end of your turn, Pierre.
I'm dead. No, you killed me.
You're unconscious, correct?
No. You the damage killed me. That was over half my HP. I'm dead.
Wow.
Oh,
Well,
shit. Sorry. I thought you were still alive. One moment, please.
please.
Okay. You know what? If you're okay with this due to the time, are you okay with me taking just a slight bit of liberty here for a second?
Sure.
So I can't believe you're dead. Does that actually work? Hang on. I have to check that spell. Okay. So it can actually be. Okay. So Pierre, you're dead, unfortunately. The withering tree then kind of like lifts you up, as you both are kind of like, he's dangling you over the rift into the abyss. Tasha is going to cast Wish and revive you.
Okay.
And kind of
She has wish.
yeah. And she's going to revive you and basically just kind of like walk a little bit around you as the tree is holding you above the abyss, and she'll just kind of say, I hope that the demons enjoy music and song and dance and all the other things that satyrs are known for. Be a dear and tell some of them I say hello. The tree is going to drop you.
Okay.
You happily going into the abyss?
I don't think there's much I can do about it.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. So, you are.
Bye.
Hi, Pierre. Nice to have traveled with you for about 2 hours.
Okay, cool. So the rift kind of begins to close itself back up. Pierre, you are in the abyss. So, Mary, I'll say, is there anything else you want to do before we?
I just want to run away, man.
Okay, you're running.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say, Arbol, are you letting her run?
I kind of give a look over to Tasha as she's running,
Ugh.
and I let her run.
Okay. All right.